It's DSA 1, UGA fan rants and opinions. Excuse me about that. This is I guess you can say a continuation with and an add on to the Deion Sanders situation and the Heisman votes that went down yesterday. I was saying in one of my videos that it is bittersweet that Deion Sanders went to a HBCU, said what he said, and then booked. But after I made that video, I want to say maybe a day or two later, I can understand why he left. And in that, I'm not even mad. This man went to a HBCU, did what most could not have done, which is bring a big spotlight to at least Jackson State, because that's the school that he was at. And then, in a sense, put them on the map, get stuff done, and then be treated the way that he was treated. That is something I would not fault anybody for. They had a game, I want to say it was the Southern game as a matter of fact, where they won. He got the game ball. He was enjoying what he had done as far as being a coach with the team. And I think I had already said this, their stuff got stolen. Well, his stuff got stolen. And then come to find out, after hearing some more info that came out, his son's things got stolen. Not the same, I don't think it was the same day, but I'm just saying throughout the course of them being there at Jackson, their stuff got stolen. Then on top of that, the athletic director was in a sense going out his way to stifle Sanders' movement as far as getting the school or I just say this in a small level, getting the school put on. There were TV deals that they was trying to get. The AD didn't want it. There were it was another thing that he was trying to get done. Staffing them didn't want it. And there's one thing that I forgot about that I didn't mention in the previous video. There was money being, in a sense, I don't know, I can't say, but I think he said it, that all the money wasn't accounted for. Prime example from what I heard. You selling 66,000 seats, but you only have ticket sales for 28,000. Where's the other $38,000 worth of ticket sales at? You see what I'm saying? And I think there's things a lot of people didn't know. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know that. Or at least remembered it, because I think there was a short where he was having like a press conference, and that was one of the things that he mentioned. So if you doing all this hard work for your people and your people stabbing you in the back, not saying everybody, because everybody don't have that type of pool to get that type of information or to even have that access. For you to help out and they treat you like that, I don't blame you for bucking. I really don't. I don't think TJ LSU dad, like me, had that information at the time. And like I was saying, it was bittersweet because he was leaving, but it was sweet because he did what he did and he's looking out for himself and his fam. Excuse me. That's like, I can't blame him for that. I can't even be mad at him for that. And then on top of that, they really wasn't trying to keep him. And then he had, let's say he made $300,000. They wanted him to pay his staff out of the $300,000 that he was getting. Which also goes back to the Travis Hunter statement, where how is Travis Hunter getting, let's say, a meal or $1,500? I mean, a meal $500,000 to go to the school, and he's making more than the coach. Come on now. It might have been ugly the way that he did it to the players, which the players didn't deserve. But I mean, the school, they deserve that. He didn't get on at FSU, so he came to y'all. Y'all put him on. He did majority of the leg work as far as getting you all in the spotlight. Made some rivalries or whatever. And then y'all do him like that the whole 3 years he's there. Like, how else do you expect someone to react to being treated that way? You can't be mad at him for that. There's no way in the world anybody can be mad at Deion Sanders and him taking his sons from Jackson to Colorado and doing what he did. Now the Heisman, I didn't expect Stetson to win that. I really didn't, but I would have liked for him to win it just so I can see him in those Nissan Heisman commercials. Finally got a bulldog in the house, but that's all right. But then when I heard about the numbers from the voting, Caleb got the majority and Stetson, I think he got 36. Come on now. But people sit up here and say folks are hating on Stetson and this, that, and the third. Caleb, Dugan, and CJ Stroud literally can carry their team. Stetson can't do that. And I'm not even going to blame it on him. He can't do it. And tripping off not really even tripping off of, but just realizing that most people have already said that Stetson, he a good quarterback, but he's not going to put the team on his back like the other three finalists that's in the playoff. Not finalists, but the one that won and the other two finalists can do for their team. Stetson is a really good quarterback. Like, he's shown that he has the ability to do things for the team that some quarterbacks can't do. He's a scrambling quarterback. He's not a dual threat. And for him, that works. He has to do things in his toolbox or use things in his toolbox that make him a threat. You really don't have to worry about him running like that for real, like a C.J. Stroud or Dugan or Caleb. But Stetson, if you give him time, will do like all three of them that I just named. He will pick you apart. And I just hope that next year, Carson or Brock, one of them wins a starting job, but both of them get some playing time. Carson gonna get the majority of the reps. So that's already in my mind set in stone. He's probably, if he wins out, he's gonna be the starter. He's gonna get the majority of the reps. But during those games, Brock needs to come in and we blowing the team out 32-0. Like, he needs to get them reps in as well. And Puglisi, if he comes, which I think he's committed, he's gonna be behind Gunner. So however that works, which I don't want to see these young dudes get in to the school and then only play one season and then they're off to the NFL. But if one of them is better than the other one and that person wins out and that ends up being the case, I mean, it is what it is at that point. But I'm just throw it off in words on the Deion situation. Like I said, it was bittersweet until the rest of that information slowly started to come out. And there's probably going to be more information that comes out on that. But as far as that go, I ain't even mad at that, man. I hope he do well at Colorado. That probably gives me more of a reason to watch Colorado now. And then with the Heisman situation, in a sense, I'm kind of glad Stetson didn't get it. And it's not because he's not deserving of it. But I've noticed something with Georgia. Georgia beats Heisman teams that have a Heisman candidate or a Heisman winner on it, such as Baker Mayfield. I think he won the Heisman, got beat by Georgia. Who else? And I had all these names in my head yesterday. Baker Mayfield, I want to say 2-1 hurts. I think both of them beat Georgia, but it was another player from another team that made the Heisman, and Georgia beat him. So, I mean, in a sense, I kind of look at the Heisman as a bad luck charm when it comes to other teams playing Georgia. I mean, a good luck charm when it comes to other teams playing Georgia, because if they got this type of player on their team and Georgia can somewhat neutralize that player, it's pretty much over with. So with that being said, this is DSA 1 UGA fan rants and opinion. I'm out.